Elizabeth's here. Okay, so so I'm just going to quick show you just all the different poses so you can just listen to my voice as we go through class. So we'll be starting with our legs up the wall, and then we'll be here for a handful of minutes, and then we're going to take our legs wide, and then and I'll talk a little bit about if you've got furniture around and stuff. Then we'll just do a little butterfly for a second. And then we're going to just go into a twist from side to side. Then we'll come back up to center. And this will be kind of interesting. It's just going to be a few little movements of this, but your feet are going to be on the wall. And we're just going to roll up and then come back down. So I just want to give you a visual of that so that this definitely is not a period of time that you want to be turning your head. So we'll just do this a few times. It feels really nice on your spine. And then we'll do a little figure four, do that on both sides. And then we'll come up to seated and just do a few things on the floor before we lay down for Yoga Nidra. So I just wanted to show that all to you because I don't want you to tweak your back or your neck or anything trying to turn and look at the screen and wonder, what is she talking about? What are we doing? So hopefully that helped a little bit. And I have other things I wanted to make sure I mentioned. So if any of you are here in class and you didn't realize that this was going to be using the wall so much and you don't have a huge amount of wall space, you can just modify as you need to. Some of the things that we do, you could probably just do seated, like when we have our legs spread, you could always just sit and fold forward, or doing that, figure four, you can do that laying down. But, and there's also a chance that you might have not as much space around your mat as I do here. I moved the whole kitchen table and all that stuff to have this space here. So you might not have that much space. So just do what you can as we go through class and just, honor your body, do what you can do. We'll be holding these poses for about 3 to 5 minutes at a time. And I just kind of lightly guesstimate the time. So hopefully from side to side, it'll be pretty accurate. If you need to, come out at all, or if there's any like sharp pain that you feel in any of these, just come on out. Don't force your body into it. But what we're doing with yin is just really getting to a place where we're kind of testing the boundaries of the body and allowing it to open and finding that space of surrender. This is such a beautiful practice because it can kind of increase your space for patience and being with things that can be a little bit uncomfortable, and but it can also feel really good in your body. So just do what works for you, and feel free to skip something and wait for the next pose if it's not working for you. I think that's it. Also, if you are freezing like me, you can put socks on. We don't need to have any grip today. I also have a blanket down, which is really nice. And then if your floor is like mine, where there's a hardwood, and your seat is going to be up against the wall, but then your head will be on the floor, just grab a blanket or something to have your head on so it's a little bit softer. You don't want your head too far raised though, because we just want that nice long spine along the ground. And I think that's it. I can't hear anybody when I have the microphone in. So if anything gets really wonky, well, hopefully that just won't happen because I won't even be able to look at the computer screen. So any of you that know my phone number, you can try texting me. I'll have my phone nearby, but I might not see it. So, and then we'll just kind of go straight into a Yoga Nidra after we practice this. If you do want to have any soft music on in the background, just go ahead and do your own thing. We don't really need any props except for when we set up for Yoga Nidra. So That's about it. If you want to have an eye pillow also, since we'll pretty much be on our back for a while, you can have one just to place over your eyes. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. And as we start, we want to have our seat right up against the wall. So you can sit sideways against it and then flip on up. And if any of you have sandbags at home or a sandbag, and you want to use that to put on your feet, that can be nice, but I know most of us don't really have sandbags. They just can be nice to use in a studio. So let's just get ourselves here. Let your eyes close. As far as your arms, you can have them out to the side, maybe with the elbows bent. Maybe your hands rest at your belly, or just let them flop wherever's comfortable for you. Just let yourself take some deep breaths. Let the eyes close if they're not already. And again, this can be a nice time just to place an eye pillow over the eyes. We're going to settle in here for about 5 minutes. And there's always the chance that your feet might start to fall asleep, especially if you don't do this too often. If it gets to be too much, you can always bend your knees, just come down into butterfly. Always know you can modify to your own comfort level. And also, as we lay here, just feel the whole spine against the ground. So you should feel your seat right against the wall. And if that isn't available to you and the knees are bent, you can always be a few inches away. And then nice and grounded through the whole spine from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head or the back of the head. And you can let a little smile come to your face here. We're letting all of the blood drain from our feet. And with each exhale, you might feel a little bit heavier. Again, just allowing the eyes to be heavy, closed, maybe covered. And also, as you're here, you can start feeling the belly rise and fall with the breath. And take a deep breath in. Just open the mouth, sigh it out. You can do that a few more times if you wish, in through the nose. And just sigh it out the mouth. We are slowing down our experience with life. And you might notice every now and then that the body naturally just wants to take an extra deep breath in and a deeper breath out. Just allowing that to happen whenever it comes up for you. And also, as you lay here, if you wish, you might like to just let the head fall side to side. This posture is a really nice one to do at the end of the day. Either something before bed or even just if you get back to the house after working or after being busy all day. Just throwing your legs up the wall allows the blood to change directions, move towards your heart. This turns everything gently upside down. So let's take about 1 more minute here. If you want to, you can point and flex the feet or circle the ankles around. Again, maybe letting the head just fall a little side to side. Any little movements as we're here that feel good. You might also circle the wrists. And stretch your arms out up into the air. And then just let yourself take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly let the legs just fall open. So for some of us, this feels good. For others, this really can be a test on your body. If you do have some blocks or something and you want, you can place them underneath the thighs so that there is some support, keeping your legs from going past the point of finding that, gentle stretch in the body. Also, if you do not have this much space, you're also welcome to maybe just come into a happy baby here, or if you feel like sitting up and doing a wide-legged forward fold on the ground, you can do that. We'll be here for just about 3 minutes, so let yourself just find that edge, that space, and then just breathe and be here. And hands can, again, rest wherever's comfortable. And it can even feel nice here just to take your hands to your thighs and press in and find some length in the spine as you do that. Almost like you're pressing the backs of the thighs against the wall, but then finding space in the torso. As time passes here, you might feel each leg sliding down about 1 millimeter or so. That's just your body continuing to open up and settle in. Let your breath help you. When you feel any resistance or you feel like starting to fidget, maybe feeling a little bit of irritation, just come back to the breath. And if you need to, you can always come out of this a little bit. One more minute here. So we are going to slowly make our way out of this. You can always take your hands down to your thighs and just use your arms to start helping the legs up, but we're going to bend the knees. And first, just hug your knees into your chest. You can rock a little side to side. Just giving the inner thighs a break for a second. Then you can put your feet on the wall and just let the knees start to open. Let's just take butterfly for just a few moments here. Hopefully it feels good. You can have your hands on your thighs or towards your ankles, maybe even pressing on each inner thigh, kind of finding that nice stretch if that feels good in your body. And then from here, we're going to take our twist from side to side. So you can let the knees come together again and just let the legs start to fall over to the right. Now there's some options here. This might feel good for you with your arms just in cactus arms, just settling in. Your feet can be kind of against the wall here. If your however you're turned, if that opposite arm is raised, you might wish to put something underneath. Or you may choose to put something in between your knees and legs here just to soften it up a little bit. And if you want to take it deeper, you can cross that top leg over the bottom. We'll be settling in here for 4 minutes. So take the time to find that space in a nice twist here for you. And then just breathe. And you can keep your head centered. If you wish, you can turn your head towards your legs, or you can turn them away from the legs. And notice if your body is holding on anywhere here. Just allow the breath to help you find that space of surrender and letting go. So a nice option here can be taking, I don't think I talked about which direction to go, whichever direction your legs are, taking that hand outside of the outside knee and just kind of holding it here. Or you might just leave the arms wherever they are, just staying comfortable. A little bit more time here again if you want to take the twist deeper, that top leg can cross over the bottom leg. And just doing what works for your body. Letting the body just relax into the shape. We'll be here for about 10 more breaths. And if your head isn't centered, looking right up at the ceiling, just go ahead, bring it on back. We're going to just slowly bring our legs to center. You can even walk your feet up the wall. And just stop here, take that butterfly again. If you need to make any little adjustments to your spine, make sure you're centered here. Maybe a deep breath in and a sigh out the mouth. And then just settling into that twist on the other side, just letting your knees fall on over. Again, finding what works for you. It may work better for you to be a little further away from the wall. If you need to scoot yourself out, you can do that. If that arm raises up, you can place something underneath there. You just want to feel supported here. You can also place some padding underneath or between the legs. If you want to take this further, that top leg can cross over the bottom leg. You can allow the head to just fall and rest wherever it feels most comfortable. And again, just come back to the breath. Let your body just surrender here. As you lay here, check in with your face. Make sure you're not clenching your teeth or maybe even kind of frowning. Let the corners of the mouth gently turn up. Let the forehead relax. Let the eyes just rest back in the head. Again, an eye pillow can be nice here just to block everything out. If there's the space for you to go deeper and you want to cross that top leg over the bottom, you can give that a try. Maybe it doesn't feel good and you come back out. Letting yourself again take just 10 more breaths here. And just taking your time as you slowly, again, roll back to center. Take that little butterfly again. Do any little adjustments. You might want to scoot yourself just an inch or so away from the wall. And a deep breath in, just sigh it out. Good. So I know most of you probably cannot see me. I just want to remind you to not look at your computer because I don't want you to tweak your back or anything. We're going to do that part where we put our feet on the wall and just kind of roll our spine up. And if you put something underneath your head, you're going to want to take it out just because you want your head as far down as possible as we do this. So only do what's comfortable for you. If you want to skip this part, you can. It can feel kind of nice though. So bringing the feet onto the wall, knees are staying bent. It's almost like we're coming up kind of into a bridge, but also not really. It's like a bridge shoulder stand hybrid with the wall. So feet just nice and grounded against the wall. Just slowly let the tailbone start to roll up. It's almost like you're kind of massaging the spine until you get your chest up towards your chin and then just roll back down. Arms can just be down by your sides. We're not holding it up or anything. We're just taking a few times, rolling on up, and then coming back down again. Head is staying neutral. So take that one more time. You might like this, you might hate this. I kind of love it. All right, so once we get our hips back down again, and also here, if you want, again, you can scoot a few inches away. If you want, whatever you had underneath your head, you can bring that back. And we're going to come into the figure 4. So crossing, let's start with the left leg crossing over the right. And then you can just walk that right foot down the wall to your comfort level. So again, we're trying to test the boundaries of the body, but we're not forcing anything. Just get it to where you find that nice stretch in that left hip. Hands can rest wherever is comfortable for you. And we'll be here for about 3 minutes. Again, making sure that the spine is nice and grounded, that curve in the low back. You should feel all of that just flat against the ground. As time goes on, if you want to get in deeper, you can keep walking that right foot down a little farther. Just taking it to that edge in your body and then breathing. being here. And if we go in too far, then our body is naturally trying to resist it and we're not able to relax with it. So that's why when we practice yin, we're trying to find that workable edge where, yes, we're testing the body, but we're also not testing it to the point that we're working really hard at it. Our goal is to get to that space where we can surrender, where our body can naturally open. We can let the breath help us. It should be a good amount of pleasurable stretching here, and getting into those tissues and allowing the body to just sit with it and open. Ten more breaths. And then to come out, just scoot that right leg up the wall, maybe straighten both legs out here. You can even shake them out a little bit, circle the ankles around. Might hug the knees into the chest or take a quick little happy baby here before we do the same thing with the other leg. So as you're ready, that left foot comes to the wall, cross the right leg over and just scoot or walk that left foot down until you find that first edge. Again, the spine nice and grounded, tailbone all the way through the back of the head. Arms resting wherever's comfortable for you. There's always that sweet spot we can find, and doesn't need to be taking us to our limit. You can always spend the first minute just finding that gentle boundary. And then as your body opens up into it, taking it a little further. Another thing here that can be kind of nice is just to let the legs kind of sway a little side to side. Notice how it feels. I can kind of notice it in my inner thigh as I go one direction and further into the outer hip as I go the other way. And just letting yourself be in your body. Just 10 more breaths here. And just gently letting yourself start to come out at your own pace. You can straighten that left leg, maybe straighten the right leg up the wall. Again, you can circle the ankles, maybe bend the knees and come into happy baby, rock a little side to side. Any other stuff that you want to do here on your back, we're going to come up to seated for just a few different things from here. So just take a few moments to play around and do what your body's craving. And then as you are ready, just let yourself roll over to one side and come on up. All right, so we're going to do a quick stretch for our shoulders, and this can be a little bit intense. So just be careful. I've got shoulder issues, and so I just have to be careful, and I have to move slow as I do this. So we're going to sit right up against the wall, either side, doesn't matter. And then that arm that's closest to the wall, just bring it on up, and you can just slowly walk your fingertips back. Just keep sitting tall, and you're just going to find that sweet spot. If you want, you can also have the elbow bent here, which softens it up a little bit, and the stretch feels a little bit different. With the arms straight, for me, it gets a little bit more into my chest. Just be careful and do what works for you. Get yourself there, and then just breathe. Feel yourself smiling into this stretch. And then just coming out nice and slow too, just walking the arm on up. You can bring it down, shake it out a little bit, and then we're just gonna switch sides. So just turning the other way. And then same thing, your outside arm can just kind of sit down by your side. That inside arm comes on up and just slowly walking the fingertips back. Doesn't have to go very far. One side might be way different than the other side, which is what happens for me. You can just breathe. You can smile into those areas where you feel it. And as you inhale next, again, just slowly come out. You might lean away from the wall a little bit. Bring the arm up. Just shake your arms out a little bit. A few shoulder rolls feel good. And then we'll just do a few more things here. Let's just turn and sit right up against the wall. So let's come into butterfly. So have your lower back right up against the wall. Feet can come together. Just holding onto your ankles. And just let the back of the head come to the wall as well. So your whole spine just nice and supported here. And then as you exhale, let's just let that left ear drop to the left shoulder. And just to breathe. Again, you can smile into where you're feeling that stretch. Feeling nice and supported by the wall below or behind you, the floor below you. And then slowly bringing head up to center, just switching sides. Again, maybe noticing one side feels this stretch much deeper than the other. Good. You can inhale back up to center. And let's just fold forward here because it just feels nice to do a little butterfly. You can just walk the hands out if you have blocks or anything and you want to put your forearms on them. I didn't bring mine out today. If you want, you can give yourself a little foot massage as we're doing this, just kind of an informal forward fold in our butterfly here. I'm just taking 10 breaths. You can shake your head out a little bit. And just let yourself slowly come up at your own pace. Let's just take our legs out in front of us, shake them out. You can even pound up and down the legs a little bit if you want. Let them flop around side to side. Good. Oh, Patty's here. Mara's here. Hi, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get all cozy for our Yoga Nidra. So you can go ahead and lay down. I'm gonna bring a little cushion situation underneath me. Feel free to place a blanket, bolster or something underneath your knees or blanket over you. Just get nice and cozy. I don't know where I put my iPad to teach the Yoga Nidra with. Hold on. It's got to be in here somewhere. Okay. It scared me for a second. All right. Take your time getting situated. I'm getting situated here as well. And those of you who weren't here when I started, I hope you were able to be okay with class as we went on. I kind of did a little demo in the beginning so that everybody would know what to do, because it would probably be hard for you to look at the computer screen while you were on your back with the legs up the wall. All right, so as you're getting yourself situated here, again, just remembering eye pillows are nice to place over your eyes. This is your time just to let go and really just have some nice quiet time in your whole body-mind complex. And today, since we have Thanksgiving this week, I thought we could have an intention centered around gratitude. So our intention for this Yoga Nidra, excuse me, will be the following. Gratitude is a river of energy flowing through my body, mind, and heart. The more that I live in a state of gratitude, the more that I find I have to be grateful for. So as you make any final adjustments, maybe shake out the limbs, take a long stretch, anything else just to get to that space of being comfortable, fully letting go. And then close your eyes and quiet your mind. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Relax. Trust. And let go. And now breathe in fully. And exhale with a deep sigh. And again, breathe in fully. Exhale with a deep sigh, letting go even more. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace in your heart. And now allow yourself to receive the following intention. Gratitude is a river of energy flowing through my body, mind, and heart. The more that I live in a state of gratitude, the more that I find I have to be grateful for. Now bring all of your attention to your face. And with your next exhale, allow all expression to drop from the face. Releasing the tiny muscles around the eyes. Allowing the eyes to simply rest back in the head. Releasing the tiny muscles around the mouth. Noticing the tongue resting in the mouth. And the lower jaw gently opening and softening. Feeling the cheeks soften towards the floor. Notice the scalp resting on the skull. And the neck softening and easing. Simply be available to the entire range of sensations in the face and in the head. And now drop into a sense of your whole bodily presence, the whole body. Embrace this present moment's experience, undistorted by what you like or don't like. Let go of what is going. And let come that which is coming. And this becomes your connection to Source. And now release any struggle to try to make anything happen. Feel yourself descending down into the stillness that lies beneath the mind. Allow the mind to dissolve into bodily presence. And expand your sensitivity to any areas that are depleted or starved of energy. As we enter into this next phase of Yoga Nidra, remain as motionless as possible. If you do need to move or to make an adjustment, just do so mindfully. And then return to stillness as soon as you are able. Resolve to remain gently awake and aware, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. Allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any disturbances, whether external or internal, to draw you more deeply within. In Yoga Nidra, we enter into the subconscious energy field. Let your mind merge and melt, going beyond the boundaries of body and of mind. And now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. And do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. Let yourself drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace. Now bring your breath into your awareness and follow and feel the entire passage of breath as it moves in and as it moves out. And this time, inhale through the nose and fill the lungs naturally. And then as you exhale, gently contract the back of the throat, creating an ocean sound to your breath. Inhaling normally. And then exhaling with the ocean sound. Slowing the passage of the breath with no strain or struggle. Becoming absorbed in this sound and this sensation of the exhaling breath. Next time you inhale, pause for a moment at the top of the inhalation. And then exhaling with the ocean breath. And again, inhaling fully. Pausing at the top of the inhale. And then exhaling with the ocean sound. Continue on your own. A gentle pause at the top of the inhale. And the ocean breath as you exhale. As you become more relaxed, the breath naturally becomes soft and shallow. And now release the breath and just breathe normally. Let your attention go to the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Melt and merge into a field of silence. Feel yourself dissolve like a drop into the ocean of oneness. Now drop into that silent space where all doing stops. Let go. And then let go even more. Experience silence extending everywhere. And enter into an effortless state of being. And now follow my guidance as we move through different parts of the body. Let your attention rest on each body part as I name it, without comment or judgment. All 10 toes. both ankles, both knees, pelvis, abdomen, chest, arms, throat, face, back of the head, shoulder blades, spine, buttocks, calves, heels, soles of the feet. Sense the whole body from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. The whole body in awareness. Feel the whole body contained in a vast, spacious awareness. Now begin to sense the space around the right side of the body. Sense the space as it touches the skin boundary on the right side of the body. Sense the space around the left side of the body. Sensing the space as it touches the skin boundary on the left side of the body. Now sensing the space around the entire body. Experience the entirety of the body simultaneously and equally. The whole body. More energy than density. Pulsing and tingling. The whole body breathing in. Whole body breathing out. Sensing the space around this body. Every breath moving in this space. And just the breath. And just space. You are both the space and the experience contained in it. One whole cohesive experience. Experience it. Become it. Now give yourself the permission to enter into the deepest level of relaxation right now. Let go. There is nothing for you to do or to achieve. Dissolve and disappear into stillness. And be open. Empty of all doing, all past, all future. Merge into this space and be empty. Sensations, thoughts, and images all floating by, just like clouds on a clear blue sky. Letting it all gather and dissipate. Come and then go. Simply be the space in which it is all happening. Here, your intentions and your affirmations are actualized and fulfilled with an effortless ease. Now let yourself receive the following intention. Gratitude is a river of energy flowing through my body, my mind, and my heart. The more that I live in a state of gratitude, the more that I find I have to be grateful for. Gratitude is a river of energy flowing through my body, mind, and heart. The more that I live in a state of gratitude, the more that I find I have to be grateful for. Allow this intention to go to the deepest levels of recognition with no hesitation. Have faith and trust that it has been heard and is being acted upon by a higher power of the source within you. There is no need for you to do anything. Now bring your attention back to the third eye. And feel all the energies of your body from all meridians activated, purified, and balanced. All channels are open and the life force is flowing freely, healing the body, calming the mind. Open your heart and feel content. And just experience this. At this sacred moment, your whole being has made a major paradigm shift. Establish yourself in total trust and faith that remains free from any need to be in control. Feel totally unburdened and free to move through life with an effortless ease. Feel the presence of your higher self guide, protect, and bless you. Know that that presence is always there. It's always with you. Now, very, very slowly, just become aware of the rising and falling of the breath. Slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Just knowing there's no rush as you come back. Sense your body resting on the floor and the quality of the air as you breathe. And gradually you can begin little movements as if you're waking from a restful sleep. Maybe moving into the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. And perhaps even taking a long stretch with the arms overhead. And then while we're still on our backs here, let's just bring our hands to our heart. You can take the left hand to the heart, the right hand over the left. If you wish, you can bend your knees, bring your feet to the ground. And one more time, let yourself receive today's intention from the heart. Gratitude is a river of energy flowing through my body, my mind, and my heart. The more that I live in a state of gratitude, the more that I find I have to be grateful for. Every time you find yourself in reaction, you can make a choice to replace it with this intention, this space of gratitude. So again, slowly just beginning to move. Maybe one more stretch, maybe simply turning to your side. If you wish to just stay laying down, you can certainly do that. If you wish to come back up to seated, just take your time. Let your eyes stay closed. Keep everything focused inwards for these next few moments. And if you are coming all the way back up, maybe a few shoulder rolls, maybe letting your head fall side to side, just gently coming back into your body. And then just letting the hands seal together at your heart. Make a vow to yourself that this place and space of gratitude, inner peace, contentment, joy, love will stay with you long after this class ends. Taking it back out into the world with you, sharing it with others, but always first sharing those gifts with yourself. So thank all of you beautiful ladies for joining me this afternoon. The light within me honors the light within each of you. Namaste.